Every season is incomplete without the isekai shows, and this season is no less. We are back ranking more isekai anime. So without wasting any time, I present to you Top 10 Transferred to Another World Anime. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Let's start our list with Infinite Dendrogram. In 2043, the world's most advanced VR MMO video game is created. The game engages all 5 senses and uses lifelike NPCs. Our protagonist joins this immersive world and allies himself with his brother. But he soon discovers that when his NPC brethren die, they're gone forever. And to top it off, a war is coming. Even though it has so many flaws, I feel it manages to set the overall atmosphere and mood. Yes, the main character is badly written, but the others make up for it. Overall, it's an enjoyable and light-hearted anime. It's definitely not the worst one, but not the best one either. I recommend you to try it and decide for yourself. In 9th place, we have Demon Spirit Seed Manual. On his way to a convention, our protagonist finds himself transported to another world, a fantasy world with magic and demons. After failing the entrance exam at SHOU Academy, he decides to become a gardener, where he learns about the fairy seed. His life in another world begins, aiming to collect the fairies said to exist in the legends to change his destiny and become the protagonist of this new world. I feel this is that type of show where you have to invest some time to extract some enjoyment out of it. Also, the language can be a little troublesome for some viewers who are not used to Chinese anime, but eventually it seems fine. Overall, it's a decent show which got overlooked by many people, and I suggest you to give it a try. Coming in at the 8th place, we have Other Side Picnic. Other Side is a mysterious world that exists alongside our own. This world is full of dangerous beings, similar to the real ghost stories. To research this world, our protagonist sets her foot in the world and suddenly gets attacked by a creature. She gets saved by a mysterious girl, who apparently knows a lot of things about the other side. Together they try to solve the mysteries of this new world. I feel this is a good choice for those who like fast pacing. Also, the best part of the show is the characters. Overall, if you don't mind the female protagonist and want to watch something different from your generic isekai shows, then you're knocking on the right door. In 7th place, we have The Evolution Fruit, Conquering Life Unknowingly. Our protagonist gets insulted every time for his appearance. One day, a voice claiming to be a god announced over the public address system to prepare to be transported to another world. The entire school, including our protagonist, were sent to a fantasy world featuring game-like elements such as levels, stats, and skills. The classes all formed groups to wait for the transfer, but he alone was declined, and as such was summoned to a different area. After being transported, the first thing he ate was the fruit of evolution. Even though it's pretty early to judge the show, but the first episode seems decent. I'm personally not a fan of real-life protagonist. Also, added touch of action makes it somewhat enjoyable. I recommend you try this one. Moving on with our list, we have ASTAROTTE. Sukubi requires male seeds to survive and replenish their magic. This means they are required to keep the harem of men close at hand. But our protagonist despises men. To convince her to fulfill her duties, her attendant goes to the human realm and brings a 23-year-old single father with her. He quickly adapts to his new lifestyle and tries his best to make her happy. But when his daughter comes to this magic realm, his relationship with our protagonist worsens. I feel it is one of the better comedy shows there. If you're looking for some rom-com shows with an added touch of ecchi elements, you will probably enjoy this show. I highly recommend you to give it a try, because I feel it's a very underrated show. In fifth place we have Yashahime, Princess Half-Demon. Set in feudal Japan, our protagonist and her demon sister are separated from each other during a forest fire. While desperately searching for her younger sister, she gets transferred to present-day Japan. She is found and raised by Kagome Higurashi and his family. 10 years later, the tunnel that connects the two worlds has reopened, allowing her to be reunited with her sister. But apparently she has lost all of her memories. Together they embark on a journey to regain their missing past. Despite all the hate and negative comments, I feel this particular show is well crafted. Inuyasha is something we all grew up watching, and it's very nostalgic to see the bits and scenes from the main show. In fourth place, we have AMATSUKI. When our protagonist donned a pair of virtual reality glasses and entered a Bakumatsu-era exhibit at a museum, he had no idea that his life would drastically change. While walking across a bridge in the fabricated reality, he ran across a monster and he was promptly attacked. His eye was damaged, but more importantly, he discovered that he was now stuck inside the virtual reality filled with samurai and spirits. I feel the overall plot is really interesting. Also, if character development is something you look highly while picking a particular show, then this one's for you. Overall, it's an enjoyable show, and yet somehow it fell into that underrated category. I highly recommend you to try this if you're looking for these elements. Coming in at the third place, we have Restaurant to Another World. Our protagonist runs a restaurant in Tokyo's shopping district. His restaurant is very famous in Tokyo residents for his traditional and Western dishes. However, the restaurant is believed to be closed on Saturday. But reality is, on this special day, its door opens to the inhabitants of other worlds. I feel the story could be boring for some viewers who are seeking action. However, if you're into some light entertaining shows with an added touch of fantasy element, then you're knocking at the right door. Also, now that season 2 is here, we can expect more greatness from this anime. In second place, we have the world's best assassin to reincarnate in a different world. When a great assassin is reborn in another world, he finds himself the heir to a long line of killers from the shadows. With both his modern-day knowledge and experience added with the special magic and techniques of this new world, he could very well become the most unstoppable assassin in history. I feel the plot till now is very good. Also, the added touch of action makes it into an enjoyable experience. It sure has that redo of healer kind of vibe. So we can expect great things from this anime. Although it's too early to judge the show, initial impression and first episode is solid. It sure has the potential to become something great. Coming at the first place, we have MUSHOKU Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Our protagonist dies while saving a stranger from a traffic collision and reincarnates into a world as a newborn baby, possessing all the memories and experiences of previous life. Also gifted with a tremendous amount of magical abilities, he vows to fulfill his duties. His new parents see him as a genius in making. Studying under the great swordsman and mage, his perverted nature of previous life is still intact. Despite his innocent exterior, He is still the perverted otaku from inside. You all must be familiar with this one already. And if you're not, then I think you should stop everything and start watching this one. Art, plot, and animation, everything is top notch. Now that season 2 is here, we can expect more greatness from it. That's all for today's list, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Show your support by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated. In the end, you all stay happy and I will see you in the next video. See ya.